I gotta tell you, you feel like a genius when you go to record a video and you forget you don't have an SD card in the camera. So this video is going to serve two purposes. One, to make sure the camera works. I tried to shoot a video the other day on the new deck. It didn't turn out so well. Camera was not cooperative. Second purpose is I got to clean up in the laundry room and the workshop to get ready for a new HVAC system here in Fort Max. We've already done the utility room. Well, I should say my wife has done the utility room, at least getting most of it cleaned out. We're getting a new inside and outside unit. It'll be a Train 17 or 19 SEER rating. I don't know. I can give you the details later on all the specifics. But they're coming Friday. Since I work tomorrow, today's the day to clean up. So let's start with some laundry, and then we'll get messy. So part of the side job that they're doing for the new HVAC system is replacing that flex tube with ductwork that's solid metal. It's the last of the flex tube in the house. Feel a lot safer knowing my kid is breathing in cleaner air. Sure beats air that's blowing across fiberglass insulation, not to mention dust and dirt from who knows how many years of just sitting there. So got this cleaned out. I'm going to leave the shelf up for now. If need be, I can unscrew the shelf and take the shelf down, but hopefully we won't need to do that. So on to the workshop. And let me get a handy dandy pointer. So the ductwork comes in over here and kind of scoots right along here, and then does a 90 and a spin into my daughter's bedroom. So I need to get that taken care of and get this part cleaned up here. I got another shelf. What we talked about was just bringing the ductwork either in this joist bay or this joist bay and having it hang down below the joist and then going across and then up. I hope that made sense. What I really need to clean up is my workbench. Everybody in this house likes to use tools and not put them away, except for me. Right, it's pretty well cleaned up now. Still a few things that aren't mine to worry about, but generally speaking, looks way better. Way better. Still have some stuff up here to take care of, but outside of that, I think we're about done. Next up, we'll give you a brief overview of the old system, and then we'll wait till Friday for the new system. Alright, so this is the old inside system. It is a Train model TWE040E13FB as in Bravo 0. Says it's a half horsepower motor, 4.3 amps, 200 to 230 volts. Don't ask me about electricity. I know that much. So anyway, we have a intake upstairs and then another one downstairs. So this is the upstairs coming in and down, and then downstairs is actually on the other side. Let me give you a little bit of a view here. This used to be the intake downstairs, along with this, and there was another one on the other side of this wall that was small. We closed all three of those up and we put one in right there. When we redid the basement, we resealed all the seams and did all this work. Anyway, so intake comes in, filters here, condensation drain, all your motors and blowers, and I don't understand it all. So over here we have our condensate pump, which will be replaced. There's a kill switch on it that whenever the condensate pump stops working, it kills the HVAC unit so that you don't flood your basement with condensation. So everything in here is going to be replaced except for hopefully most of the ductwork. Now these lines here are what go to the outside unit, and we'll show you a little bit more just a second. Alright, so those lines come from behind the wall, the interior unit. You can see that clear pipe. Well, it's kind of white now, but that's a condensation line. This black line comes through here, here, and then in this interior wall it goes down and then outside, and I'll show you outside. Alright, so that's the exterior. And that's what it sounds like. Perfect timing. Presumably the slab that it's on is not permanent. We'll find out more on Friday. The outside unit's going to be replaced. It's a Train XL 1400. Supposedly the higher end line when it was put in a long time ago. Great timing, and the heat pump turned on. We'll just move to the laundry room, finish up here. So that's the outside unit. It was installed roughly 2001. It's now 2017. That's 16 years, give or take. And my understanding is they'll last anywhere from 10 to 30 years. But based on the experience we've had in this house, doing a lot of work, we opted to play it a little bit safe and be proactive and replace it now. 15, 16 years, that's a pretty good haul. It still works. So even though it's not broken, it still works. We opted to just pay for it now, do it on our time, our schedule. The weather's supposed to be pretty nice on Friday, so it's not going to be a major inconvenience for us inside the house or the workers inside and outside the house. It is our primary source of heat in the winter. Secondary source is a gas fireplace in the basement, and it is our only source of air conditioning in the summer. And here in Virginia, the summers get really hot and really humid. We had thought about putting in a dehumidifier or a humidifier for the winter when it gets dry down here in the basement, but we opted to skip it because, again, where we're at, it's primarily humid. It's not super duper dry like you'd find further north, where you have longer winters, drier winters. So yeah, we just skipped the humidifier. Went with a good unit. We'll get a new thermostat, new interior unit, new exterior unit, new condensate pump, and as I already said, a little bit of ductwork down on the side, and that's it. So next up we have the installation process. The outside unit sat on this pad, which is actually a poured pad. You can see remnants over here on the side of where they actually framed it. That's the old line in, and the deck is bolted there, and then water line, phone line. Yeah. The basement intake, the upstairs intake, and then all of the output. There's one out feed, and then there's the other out feed. Just like John McClane. Come to LA, have a good time. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.